Who was it in the Bible who had John the Baptist's head cut off? The person who ordered John the Baptist's head to be cut off was King Herod Antipas. According to the Bible, specifically in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 14, Herod had John arrested and imprisoned because John had publicly criticized Herod for marrying Herodias, who was his brother Philip's wife. Herodias held a grudge against John for this and wanted him killed. During a birthday celebration for Herod, Herodias's daughter, often referred to as Salome, danced for Herod and pleased him greatly. In return, Herod promised her anything she wanted. Prompted by her mother, Salome asked for John the Baptist's head on a platter. Herod, despite being troubled, fulfilled his promise and had John executed, delivering his head to Salome. So, who danced for the king? The woman who danced for King Herod Antipas was his stepdaughter, often referred to as Salome. According to the biblical account, Salome was the daughter of Herodias, who was Herod's wife. Herodias was previously married to Herod's half-brother Philip, but Herodias left Philip to marry Herod. John the Baptist had criticized this marriage, leading to his imprisonment. During a birthday celebration for Herod, Salome danced for him, pleasing him so much that he offered her anything she desired. At the prompting of her mother, Herodias, Salome requested the head of John the Baptist, which Herod reluctantly granted. Who was Salome? Salome was the daughter of Herodias, who was the wife of King Herod Antipas. Herodias was previously married to Herod's half-brother Philip, but she left Philip to marry Herod, which was criticized by John the Baptist. Salome is best known for her role in the biblical story where she danced for Herod at his birthday celebration. Herod, pleased with her performance, offered her anything she wanted. At the suggestion of her mother, Herodias, Salome requested the head of John the Baptist, which Herod reluctantly fulfilled. This event led to John the Baptist's execution. Why did she dance for the king? Salome danced for King Herod Antipas at his birthday celebration to please him and potentially gain a reward. In ancient cultures, including that of the biblical era, dancing was often performed as a form of entertainment and to honor or impress rulers and nobles. Herod, pleased with Salome's dance, offered her a reward, saying he would give her whatever she asked for, up to half of his kingdom. This set the stage for the tragic events that followed, as Salome, at the prompting of her mother Herodias, requested the head of John the Baptist. What did the king give to her? King Herod Antipas gave Salome the head of John the Baptist. After Salome danced for him at his birthday celebration, Herod was so pleased that he offered her anything she desired, up to half of his kingdom. At the suggestion of her mother, Herodias, Salome requested John the Baptist's head on a platter. Despite being troubled, Herod fulfilled his promise and had John executed, delivering his head to Salome as she had requested. What is the theological lesson we learn from this? The theological lesson from the story of John the Baptist's death can be interpreted in several ways. Consequences of standing up for truth. John the Baptist was imprisoned and ultimately executed for speaking the truth about Herod's marriage to Herodias. This highlights the potential consequences of standing up for moral and religious principles, even when it challenges those in power. The danger of pride and indulgence. Herod's pride and indulgence, as seen in his lavish birthday celebration and his rash promise to Salome, led to a tragic outcome. This serves as a warning against the dangers of pride and the need for humility and restraint. The power of manipulation. Herodias's manipulation of her daughter Salome to request John's head shows the destructive power of personal grudges and the lengths to which people might go to eliminate those who criticize them. Divine justice and martyrdom. John the Baptist's death is often seen as a martyrdom, where he suffered for his faith and his commitment to speaking the truth. This can be a reminder of the ultimate sacrifice made by those who stand for their beliefs, even in the face of persecution. The impermanence of earthly power. The story illustrates how even those in positions of great power, like Herod, can be swayed by personal desires and manipulated by others, highlighting the impermanence and limitations of earthly authority. These lessons underscore the complex interplay of personal ambition, moral courage, and the consequences of one's actions, all within the broader context of faith and divine justice. How does this apply in today's environment? The story of John the Baptist's death offers several relevant lessons for today's environment. Speaking truth to power. In an era where whistleblowers and truth-tellers often face backlash, the story of John the Baptist encourages individuals to stand up for what they believe in, even when it challenges those in authority. This is particularly relevant in contexts of political corruption, corporate malfeasance, or social injustice. The cost of integrity. The story highlights the potential personal costs of maintaining integrity and moral principles. In today's world, where ethical compromises are often made for personal or professional gain, it serves as a reminder of the value of staying true to one's convictions. Manipulation and power dynamics. The manipulation by Herodias and the subsequent actions of Herod illustrate how power dynamics can be exploited. This is relevant in understanding modern political and social manipulations, where personal agendas can lead to harmful outcomes. The danger of indulgence. Herod's indulgence and pride led to a tragic decision. In a society often driven by consumerism and personal gratification, this serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked self-indulgence and the need for balance and restraint. Martyrdom and sacrifice. The concept of martyrdom, where individuals suffer for their beliefs, resonates in contemporary discussions about human rights, social justice, and the sacrifices made by activists and reformers. Accountability and consequences. The story underscores the importance of accountability and the consequences of one's actions. In a world where leaders and individuals often face scrutiny for their decisions, it emphasizes the need for responsible leadership and personal accountability. These lessons can be applied to various contemporary issues, from political ethics and social justice to personal integrity and the responsible use of power. The power of the dance. Peace and blessings, my friends. Amen. PR